good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching me for happy Sunday, guys, happy Sunday. You guys go to church today? It was also in the presence of God. Yes. You know, I told you till 31st of this month we'll still be doing Happy New Year. It's just a way of saying Happy New Year once again, over and over. I'm so excited. It's already third Sunday. It's already 16th. Which day do we have Happy New Year here? Yes, guys, thank you guys for watching my video, for subscribing to my YouTube channel, for the calls, for the comments. Yes, I get more calls than comments. Yeah. Thank you guys. My Instagrams, in Facebook, in YouTube. Thank you guys. Same name, same person, same guest. Say everything at Joy Okoji TV. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. Please, whenever you watch my video, don't forget to share with your friends, your loved ones, your spouse, your families, your friends, and also press the like button. Always like my video whenever you watch. Please like my video. Yes, guys, today's topic, we don't have a special topic today, but we are going to be doing it men and women. Men and women. Yes, so men and women. I come across a video that said women are face mask. It is personal. You don't share your face mask with anybody, which is correct. And he also said men are like sanitizer. Everybody can use from one cup of sanitizer. Millions of people can use from one cup of sanitizer till it gets finished. So the person that said it was very, very correct. In fact, kudos to that person, but he forget and failed to analyze it. So what the topic today is it the men? Is it the married women that are the face mask or the single? He didn't specify on it. Is it the single men that are the sanitizer or the married one? Or because when he say men, it's general. And when he say women, it's general. So both the married and single, they are face masks. And both the married and single, they are sanitizer. So we are here to specify it. You know, as we always say, we have our day-to-day comparison with the Bible. And today, instead of taking that of the women, which they say, ladies first, pardon my manners today. I'm not going to do ladies first. We are going to be treating that of the men for today. Then the next video will talk of the women. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into it. Yes. If they say the married women are the face mask and the unmarried men are the sanitizer, so what will now happen to the women in general? Now, if you say women, which is women in general, are face mask and it's personal, I don't share it with anybody, how come there is cheating everywhere? How come he sleep with my husband, he sleep with my wife, he do this one, cheating everywhere? And if you say the men are sanitizer, it means both your husband, my own, everybody's husband, wife, single, boyfriend, everybody, they are not sanitizer, so anybody can just take from it. Anybody can take from it? Is that what you're telling me? Talk to me, guys. Is that what you're telling me? Are you being kidding or serious right now? Like, seriously? Aww. So, now, let's start with that of the men. As a man, please, I said I'm not a teacher. I am a learner. We are all learning together. So, bring out your cheap beer, whatever you want to use it, glass cup, you want to sip it like that with a straw. The ladies, wear your koi shoe and sit down. If you cannot look at me face to face, put on your gloves and sit down. Let's dig into it because this is a very interesting topic that we're going to be talking about today. Yes, so now, first of all, for the men, we are talking of the men today, like I said before. We are going to be doing our comparison, but I think we are going to take a little bit of the Bible today. Like I said, first of all, as a man, let's start with the wedding one. You are worthy, you are rich. You are so worthy. You are life, which everybody is going to die. Death is inevitable. You are worthy, you are rich. As a man, you don't trust your wife to ensure things. You put your brother's name or maybe your son's name as the next of kin, but you entrust everything on your brother. So when your son is or when your children are up to 18 years before you now give them the property because you don't trust your wife that maybe something happened to you, you died, the woman will go and marry another man, you will not be enjoying your money, you will not be doing that. Listen, brother, you are alive. You did not trust your wife to entrust her with your properties, with your assets, with your properties. It's an investment. And when you not die, you will not believe that your family will give your wife. Listen, so many men have made this mistake that they are crying in the grave Those of you that are alive now, you better wake up and listen. Almost all men are victims of these same circumstances. It's just out of 100, there's only 3 you will see that are wise not to do these things. Almost all the men, they are victims of this particular circumstance because you feel you don't trust your wife. When you not died, your wife and your children will not be suffering. Your brother will evict your wife from your mansion and live there with his own wife and children. What you could not do for your wife, your brother will be using your own money to do it for his own wife. Now, your children will be suffering. You will be crying in the grave. So many men are crying in the grave because their brother they trust have disappointed. The family member has disappointed them. Now, let me tell you something. If your brother is that trustworthy and he loves you and he wants you and your children, he would have told you face to face when you are alive. Say, my brother, you are making the wrong choice. Because they want to inherit everything. Because they just want to reap where they did not sow. Because they don't want the woman. They will not tell you. They will not tell you. But a brother that truly loves you will say, my brother, trust everything in the hands of your wife. Because two shall come together and become one. In tradition, in anywhere, in the court, in the Bible, they always call husband and wife as one. There's not supposed to be secrets. There's not supposed to be my money or your money. There's not supposed to be my own or your own. So long as you are married, not baby mamas or friendship or girlfriend or when you are married, marriage brings you together. Together we shall be one. Then when the man is suffering, it's together with the wife, or the wife has to bear everything. When the man is sick, the woman has to bear everything. Oh. When the man is not having money, the woman has to bear. Oh. But when it comes to riches, the woman is always cut off. Men's family is not your brother. Yes, so I have a brother. My brother is doing well. My brother cannot die tomorrow, which death is inevitable. I'm not witching him now. My brother cannot die and say, I'll go and collect my brother's wife, or will not plan to collect the properties from her just because you want to marry another person. So if your brother now, let's come to that. If it is your brother's wife that died, if it is your brother's wife that died, you will tell your brother not to marry another woman, and peradventure these women you are cutting out of your will or your properties. They are the same people that suffered for these things. They are the same people that make things work out. He said behind every successful man, there is a what? A woman. Behind every successful man. So we say, I don't get money before I marry her. You have money before you marry the woman. Have you not seen a woman, when you married her, everything will come down? If you have money before you marry a woman, and you marry the woman, and you are still progressing, you should thank your star. I've always said it in my video that it's only men that marry good wife that can use their hand to hit their chest and say, woman, not fit do me anything. Your mates that have married a bad woman, if he wake up in the morning, he will put his knees on the ground, say, ah, God, she leave me till today because you know the power of a woman. You know what a woman can do. Woman not fit do me anything, because you have a good wife. May you quiet. Now because your wife good. You don't marry bad woman. You don't marry her. Sugu, go they open eye for you instantly. Like seriously? I don't understand. So men are sanitizer. If you don't get it, forget about it. So now, you as a man, you cannot trust your wife, and you are expecting after you have died, they will not trust your wife. Everything you work for will not be for your brothers and your sisters. Your children that you suffer for will not get anything. If you are still alive now, many of your colleagues, they are crying in the grave. Not be una colleague. He say wife for nourish and I go book hotel with another woman. What will happen? Hey, dead body. Can the man wife kill him? If the man has traveled and go and meet his wife, will he have died? They could be total and another year. Even as that one will still happen. People, as I'm talking now, they are still in a hotel with another girl. Not be una colleague drink tramadol where not fit drink, take sleep with his wife, or ask, take and go sleep with girl for hotel when he die on top of the girl. We will not learn. Let me tell you, you know men, like my son, I will call him. Say, he will say, ma, you know, he will say, I will say, I say ma, I will say ma. Sing instantly, he say, say ma, I will say ma. If I call you, say ma. He's still repeating. When I still call him, he say, I will still say ma, I will still say ma. I will still call him, he will say, That is amazing. You are talking from this year, entering another year. Now she want to control me. Now he want to do this. You can never take advice from your wife. Go Go and look at the Bible. Yeah, that's just Bible don't spoil everywhere. Bible did not spoil. Now the Bible will now they condemn, then make things worse, rich as it was, rich so. That is why you will not serve native doctor. You will not serve Bible. You see, if you don't serve Mammon, you serve God. We don't want to serve Mammon. We don't want to serve God. We don't want anything. Social media, socialization. We are wise on our own. As some my friends do. How many of you know say that time when they grow, they come when we are growing. Sorry. When we are growing, we'll go outside. Everybody will play. When it's time to sleep, some will go and sleep. While the wise one will still go and read before they will sleep. But we are all playing together now. How come you are partying and I'm failing? Because you don't know what that person is doing on the ground. The people that are advising you, they are ensuring all your own money that you ensure with them. They are ensuring it in the hands of their wife. And you that think you are wise, you are taking your own from your wife. Gonna let Bessie back in tomorrow now. The other one wife will say, I will not bring it out. You that are supposed to entrust your own in your wife, and paraventura, these women are the one that suffered with you, and especially mother-in-laws. You want to be a king in your husband's house, and also be a king in your son's house. And you don't have, yes, so I have a son. I just have a son. And I don't wish to come in between my son and his wife. There is what they call now is my own. When it's time to marry, you should learn to know that a husband and a wife become one. He said, you shall leave your father and your mother and cleave to your wife. When Isaac, I will bring all those verses from the Bible. Let me just say it first. When Isaac brought Rebekah, he took her to the mother. And the mother took her to her inner chamber. I told the son, from today, this is now your wife. This is now your mother. And when the mother died, Isaac took Rebekah like the mother. I don't play with my mother. I don't joke with your mother. Can your children boast of you like that? That you don't, they don't play with you or they don't joke with you. You think you are doing your wife? That is why I say many men are crying in the grave. Many men, they are crying in the grave. And I know. Your mother wants to be a king in your father's house and still want to be a queen. Sorry. She wants to be a queen in your father's house and still want to be a queen in your house. And you are saying your wife is disrespectful? No, let's turn it around. Okay, now, if your mother-in-law come, I told you I don't want a visitor in this house, so how can you come and marry with your daughter? How can you come and stay at home with your daughter? Your daughter married, you don't allow your daughter to enjoy her marriage, then your mother can come and marry your wife with you. Your mother can come and your marriage will be enjoyable. He's my mother, he's my mother. If you bring your mother, me bring my mother, or the way you are cherishing your mother, me, I'm cherishing my mother, do we have time for ourselves? You want to cherish your mother and you want me to cherish you? Who said? It's not going to work. You see some men, they cannot praise their wife. The moment they are praising their wife, as they are spilling it out, they will drop dead instantly. Because it's a taboo, it's an abomination, it's forbidden for them to ever praise their wife. Like, seriously? He said, behind every successful man, there is a what? There is a woman. He didn't say there is a mother. The woman there is not your mother, it's your wife. Your mother gave birth to you, nobody's dragging it. Your mother is the best thing to you, nobody's dragging it. Nobody says you should not give to your mother. You see some men who say, before my wife, my mother first. Your mother cannot come first before your wife. I'm sorry to say it. It's not because I'm a woman. I have a son. I have brothers. Your mother cannot come first before your wife. It's a taboo. If you are a mother, you are happy your son is doing this thing. Wait for your own. Because everything in life have repercussion. You think because she cannot talk or because she wants to bear, she don't want her home to break, she don't want this. Wait for your turn, because it will surely come. Wait for your children's turn, it will surely come. Wait when you get to your sisters, it will surely come. You have guest children, you are maltreating another person. The suffer you suffer in your own husband's house, you want your daughter-in-law to suffer it. And who said not 7 years in me. The suffer that I suffer, I pray that my children will not suffer it. But so many are praying that their children even suffer more than what they suffered. In my time, I used to wash clothes, so that is your time. But you mother-in-law, when your son don't have money, The woman is the best of a man. Don't worry, things will get better. Immediately things get better. You say, I never knew you were this kind of person. You have changed your character. You are not feeling purpose. You are too big. You are not doing madam. How many house guys do you have? How you can't cook anymore? You can't even wash my clothes. You can't need that to greet me. Driving up and down, parabolating yourself, changing hair, changing clothes. You are dressing. When she was wearing one wrapper, when your son could not even buy pant or buy hair or even make her hair, you were pampering her because she should not leave your son. Now her character have changed. Her character have changed automatically. You not be telling your son, this woman. There is a woman. There is a mother. This lady helped your son. This one is true life story. The lady helped the son. When the lady helped the son, they were in America. The lady helped the son to get documents, secure everything. And he get to a point, the son have get a new girlfriend. And he come to the mother, my wife is misbehaving. I don't like my wife anymore. I don't do this anymore. I don't do the other one anymore. I don't do the other one anymore. And the mother agreed. I said it before. She's too pompous. She's too this. And the mother friend, she was telling her friend, though, this one is true life story. The mother went to tell her friend, my son says he's not marrying the girl again. You have another one is calling me. And the friend said, come, are you normal? When you have guest children. She was looking at her and say, oh, the daughter-in-law that you have been praising, that will make your son to have document and everything. One of a sudden now, once, she has become the devil because your son has found another wife. Because the other one is not giving you 100 euro because you want to enter the house. Because the other one is not giving you money. The woman sit down and rethink and say, and he called his son and say, what did you say your wife do? Say, I didn't see anything there. You people need to. Robert, that is how this woman settled the wife and the son. And today they are one big happy family. A marriage that was broken. Most of you women, mother-in-laws, you have the opportunity and you know quite right that that girl or that lady or that woman, that your daughter-in-law is the one that have helped your son, even the family. But because you think if he's there, your son not have money, he's blocking me, he's blocking this, he's blocking that. It is not your duty. If he block you from not, enjoying your son, as so long as he has son, another woman will still block her. It's a vengeance is of me, not you. Suddenly, we will not take the property and let the brother hold it for the children. What about the wife? Does the wife don't exist? I don't understand. I don't get it. Your wife does not exist. And paraventura, so women will have property, or the man will say, change it to my name. I've said this one before. Change your property to my name. I'm not your husband. Oh, I can change my property to your name. You are not my husband. And your own, my name cannot enter because I'm your wife. More they fear God if you not fear man. And you, as the parents, the man family, you know that this woman was the one that have money. Oh. When the man now die, you say, my brother say, my brother this. You know, you have children, other, you have sisters, you have mother, you have. It will surely come. It's just a matter of time. You see your brother's children suffering and you are happy. Your own that don't have the money, they will be rejoicing. And tomorrow you say God should bless you. Next tomorrow you say things, I saw this. The repercussion is even here. Now we still die. We still see repercussion. We still see nemesis, calamity. We are still doing evil. What about if there's no death, there's no nemesis, there's no calamity, there is no repercussion? My God. You as a man, this topic is for you. I said it in my last video, say, gaining pleasure and losing your treasure. You will get pleasure and you will lose your treasure in so many ways. A woman that suffered with you, if at all, the woman was already made, you even have all your money before the woman came in, you should have even treated her like that. Not to talk of the one that was with you when you have nothing. I don't want to mention name. You see all this our big celebrity. Not even celebrity. All this our big top men that come out and say, this is my wife of my youth when I have nothing. You are going nowhere, no matter. When the woman cheats, because you don't have time for the woman, you will say, she's a bad wife. Hey, brother, can you yourself starve yourself for just 1 year or even 6 months, 1 year. You talk of a woman for 3, 4, 5 years. You will neglect her because you are sleeping with another girl. And you will not say she cheats. And you will not say she do this. Shout out to those men that even if their wife cheats, which is not advisable, they will still say, whether or no whether, you are my wife, come. Shout out to those men that take their wife children like their own. Family will not call you. Remember, this child is not your own. Remember, this child is not your own. And when you bring your own from outside, you expect the woman to treat the child well. The only thing that is paining me in this life is that people, they don't know there is calamity or there is nemesis or there is repercussion, there is karma. What somebody will not do to you, you want to do it to somebody. You will chase your wife child out. You will say, hey, let her or him go and meet the father. Let this one go and do this. And tomorrow you want somebody to take care of your own. And peradventure, that child has to be a big person tomorrow. You now say, hey, he's a wicked child. He did not help me to take care of my own. When you did not take care of that child. Let me tell you a story of a man. This one is a true life story. Men, talking to you still. A child will be sick as a man. As a man. Your wife will call you, honey baby, or whatever I call you, sweetheart. This child is sick, oh, because you are drinking with your friends. Because you want to gain pleasure. You tell her, am I a doctor that you are calling me? Please, if you cannot take the child to the hospital, am I a doctor? You are calling me. No, that you are running and say, baby, where are you? Be going to the hospital and meeting you up. Be doing this and meeting you up. Be doing that and meeting you up. No. You say, if you are a doctor, you sit that comfortable, still drinking, still enjoying with your friends. Anytime you like, you come home. Say, after all, I'm not a doctor. I will give you the money. Hey, if only and only you could know that money could not cook for you, or money could not call you daddy, or money could not give you the joy that children bring. You would have said that. Then peradventure tomorrow. This is a true life story that I'm telling you now. Not forging. The man had fall sick. You said you were not the doctor to the child, though. The mother should go and take care of the child. The man had fall sick. Please leave this child at home so that I can be sending her message or him message, or the child should be around in case if I need anything, the child should give you. Is the child a caregiver? Don't you know where they rent caregiver, where they take caregiver? You should go and look for a caregiver. And then you now say the woman is wicked. Because you only see a wicked woman. There is no man that is always wicked. It's only the women that are wicked. If a man dies, it's the wife that killed the man. If a man does not get rich quick, it's the woman. If a man gets rich and the riches is no longer the way it is everything is the woman. So the woman will die. The man will die is the woman. How many times? Even when they know that it's their daughter that was working or doing everything, the daughter will not die. They will not come and meet the man saying, we need our daughter property. It's only the man family that always need property. You are saying this because I'm not saying it because of I'm a woman. I'm not saying it. I'm saying it in general. Can we try and change the men? You can cheat on your wife. And if you see a man that a woman cheat on, he will feel like killing himself. I will never forgive you. Now come. I always say this thing in my videos. Yeah, maybe you are encouraging the women to cheat. Maybe you yourself, you are cheating. Anything you like, you can say. It's none of my business. Let me tell you something. You see how painful it is to you for you to hear that your wife cheats. Times 10 and 100 of how painful it is for a woman to also hear that the husband cheats. Or you think it's just a natural thing. The women don't feel pain. Really? They decide to quiet because they cannot fight for themselves, or they don't have voice, or they wish to stay. That is why they say, women of nowadays, they don't want to marry. Men of nowadays, they don't want to stay in one place. They don't want to stay in one place because if you stay with your wife will marry you. Stay with your wife and let them marry you. You want to be jumping from one place to another. What you cannot bear, you want another person to be bearing it. And you are saying, women of nowadays, they don't want to stay. Women of nowadays, they don't want to marry. Then you hold gun to face them before they marry you. Was it a do or die affair before they marry you? Why can't you keep your vow or your promise? You want a woman to be faithful to you, but you don't want to be faithful. Or you're going to that is what most of you are. You don't want to eat. You will not allow those that will to eat. You want to eat somebody, you don't want somebody to eat your own. Nemesis, karma, it must surely come. Sit down. Chillax. Your own is coming. The thunder that is bringing is still doing press up. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm only passing a message. Your family will rise up. Where's my... Okay, now, see another one that I'm trying to forget. This one is a true life story. This one happened to a very close person of mine. The man was a pastor. The man got accidents. There were much in the car, so it was an accident, and almost all of them died. The man was among. They just called your husband. Hey, the first thing, the family came that day. Because the woman is crying. I don't know whether they say, that's why they make this statement, say, who they cry, they see road. First of all, we want you to bring out all your husband document, all your husband property. Is that what you came there to do? The husband property. Not the family you came to greet. You should bring out your husband property, bring out your husband's document, bring out your husband things, assets, investments. Really? Petuna the treasure. I don't know if for the series can man don't get to. Lastly, for the men, before we take some verses from the Bible, you are a man. Peradventure, they have paid you to drive your wife away. You will not include your children. Do you know what they call co-parenting? Nobody forced you if you don't want to marry your wife again. If you don't want to marry, it's not a do-or-die affair. There is ex-wife. There is former wife. There is divorced wife. Is there ex-children? Is there divorced children? Are there former children? I want to know if there's anywhere it's written or you have seen it. Tell me, because I have not. Your blood runs in their vein. Your family member will tell you the children, they are winch like their mother. They are this like their mother. They are that they are like their mother. And you cut off your children. Listen very careful. This one is very, very important. You cut off your children. And your brother will call you, my children have not paid school fees, so. My children have not eaten, no. My children have not do this, so. You are training another man's child. Why the one God gave to you, you left it. It's a prayer for me, to all men, that I didn't include men in general. Say, all men that cannot take care of, any man that cannot take care of their children, sorry. Any man that cannot take care of the child that God has given you, it is other people you will be taking care of. Before you know, it's already late. And tomorrow, when those children become somebody, you will not say their mother has poisoned their mind against you. Really? Their mother really poisoned their mind against you? Or you were the one that poisoned your mind, their mind against you yourself? Oh, it's not their mother. Oh, as you are not paying school fees, you are not taking care. You know one, I would say this in that of the women. You know one mistake that we are making? People will always remember your change of character, but they will never remember what they do to make your character to be changed. They will remember your attitude being changed, but they will never remember what they do for your attitude to be changed. Oh, it's their mother that not poisoned their mind. It was not you that didn't take care of them. Oh. You would have taken care of them if their mother was not a winch. Have you not heard the adage that say, you see, you sleep with winch, with the winch inside her stomach. You sleep with Ogbanje, Mami, anything with whatever he has. You sleep with them with it. Oh, one of a sudden, the child is no longer, their mother has poisoned their mind. The child, they are wish like their mother. Very nasty children. And those nasty children become somebody tomorrow. You now want them to answer you. You know what the power that most of you have? I have money today. I said the story before. This man, he has 9 children and he has 10 houses. Each house is for all his children, and he built one for himself. I say, I'm not going for my children. You know what? Never say it's never over when don't say it's over or it is over. This man, I don't know what happened. True life story. Something begin to cut. First child, second child, third child, fourth child, fifth child, sixth child, seventh child, eighth child. It was not remaining one. As they are dying, so has property, money to save them. It was not remaining one. And the man say, not on my watch. This child will not die. Even if he take the last blood, the man say, up to the last house, all the money, even in debt, everything, the child died. After he sold everything, that attack was the one that killed the man. Both the property, both the children, both everything. You only see today. Tomorrow is pregnant. You don't know what is going to give birth to. You know, most of us, we only look at, we only know where rain, we forget where rain beat us. We only look at where sun dry out. We only look at the front. We don't turn back and see where we are coming from. We think everything is ahead. Sometimes when you walk and walk, turn back, look where you are coming from, and turn your front again. No. We always forget where we are coming from. And nobody to remind you. Nobody to tell you. Nobody to make you understand. The woman is a witch automatically. The woman will go and marry another man automatically. Now, if you build a house with your wife and your wife died, will the wife family come and tell you not to marry another woman into that particular house? You can go and have another house, or you can take the woman elsewhere. If a man dies and the woman happen to remarry, which Bible, society, everywhere agree, when your husband die, you are allowed to remarry. If I have duplex and the man I'm going to marry stay in a one-room apartment, you can't expect me to pack away from my duplex and go and stay in one-room apartment. Not that I'm feeling big, but it will be better for us because the house is there. Nobody's using it. So you want me to pack out of the house so that your brothers or your family will enter. But if it was the woman that died, you will never pack out of that house and say you want to go and rent another house because it is you and your wife that build that house. Has it ever been done that a man will say, because it's me and my wife that build this house, another woman will not enter? Like, seriously? Let's read 1 or 2 verses from the Bible before we talk too much. 1 Peter 3 verse 7 say, husband likewise dwell with them with understanding, giving honor to the wives as a weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayer may not be hindered. That your prayer may not be hindered. You see it? That your own prayer may not be hindered. And he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. If you not get wife for yourself, say na chop cupboard you get, na mirror, na standing fan, or na chef, now you get for yourself. How the good thing want to reach where you did. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. If you have a wife, you will get good things. Bye guys. Let me end this video. Yeah, I think I've overused my time. Thank you guys. Bye. See you in my next video.